I am on a crazy journey toward my life dream, helping people to become the best possible version of themselves. I studied psychology and I'm a certified trainer in 2 different self-growth models, and my job is basically to help people to understand themselves better in order to build stronger and healthier relationships with themselves and with others. And I was 15 when I realized that this was what I wanted to do with my life. This would be the meaning of my life and my life project. And I met so many people who told me that I was lucky that I realized what I wanted to do with my life so early. Maybe luck has something to do with it, but I would like to share some advice with you because even though I knew what I wanted to do with my life, it was actually not that easy to figure out how to make my life project happen. That's why I'm making this video, because I have some advice for anyone who's feeling lost and need a plan in order to achieve their life goal. Democritus, a wise Greek man, once said, "A man without a project is merely an animal out of place in nature." So the reason I'm sharing this quote from Democritus is because it's talking about how important for a human being to have a project. And this is actually step 1. Step 1 is to figure out what your project is, what your goal is. If you're not sure about what you want to do with your life, what your life project could be, don't worry, I got you. In order to find your project, there are a few questions that you can ask yourself, and when you do, go crazy. Make a list and stay open to anything you dream of. What do you want to do in life? What are you passionate about? What do you think you could bring to people? In order to achieve your life project, think about what makes you the happiest and make it your goal. Now that you know what you want to do, I want you to go get a piece of paper and a pen, or get your phone, because you're going to need to write things down. I know, but what did you think we were going to do? Let's take action right now together. And trust me, once you start writing, you're going to see things starting to happen. Now we can move into step 2. The second step is to write about your vision. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? And when you picture yourself in 10 years, imagine the best future you yearn for. Write about every details. Where do you live? Do you live in an apartment? Do you live in a house? Do you live by yourself? Do you have animals? Great. How many? Do you have kids? What do you do in your free time? What's your job? What time do you go to bed? What do you like to eat? How much do you earn? Picture yourself in the life you want for yourself. And when this is done, we can move into step 3. The third question you want to answer is, what is the meaning that you give to your vision? Why is it important to you to be doing this with your life? Why is it important to you to be living in a house rather than in an apartment? Why is it important to you to be having kids or not? What makes your vision doable is the meaning that you give to it. And if its meaning is coherent with your vision and it makes sense, then great, you got yourself a life project. And that's when we can move into the last step, which is step 4. And the final step is to plan the path towards your vision. Now that you know what you want to do with your life and what is the meaning you give to your vision, you now are going to be able to plan the path towards your vision. See this step as a strategic way to achieve your goal. The plan should be about the major steps to make your project happen. You need to figure out the details and the planification of the steps towards your project. And your pen and paper are very handy for this last step. Write down your project, the meaning you give to it, and then the time that you want to give yourself to reach it. My advice would be to also get yourself a calendar. Write down monthly or weekly goals. I need to have called back this person before Monday. I need to have worked on this project before next month. I need to have that many subscribers before the end of the year. Setting yourself small goals is a great way to motivate yourself to achieve your project. It's a way to find a boost every step of your journey. It's also a way to be able to see concretely on paper what are your goals, and this adds clarity to your project. Planning is all about these goals that you set yourself in order to be able to reach your project. This method I just gave you really helped me after I graduated from university and I had no clue where to begin. I didn't know what to do, where to start. I knew where I wanted to go, but How was the big question at the time. So I did this exercise. I took a pen, I wrote down my life project, the meaning I gave to it, and what would be the steps that I could set for myself in order to achieve it. And I actually stuck to most of the plan I came up with 4 years ago. And of course the plan kept evolving, and that's totally normal. If you feel like you need to make a change in your plan because something's not working, change your plan by remembering what is your vision and what meaning it has for you. I, for instance, realized that I could use some new tools in order to achieve my goal, like editing videos, for instance. I am still working towards my project, and I will all my life because it's an outgoing journey. I am just using more tools than I thought. Stay open to new opportunities and adapt yourself any chance you get. The most important thing is to check with yourself regularly if your vision is still the same and if it has the same meaning to you than it did in the beginning of your journey. Stay true to yourself and remember to take this project seriously while still being open for your project to evolve and to change with time. If it's your life project and it has meaning for you, you will actually enjoy every step of the way. I'm not saying that every step are going to be easy, but it's easier to find joy in the things that we're passionate about. And about that, Macklemore, who is not a wise Greek man like Democritus, but he's a wise man anyway, once said in his song Growing Up, "Don't try to change the world, find something that you love and do it every day, and eventually the world will change." Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it helped you to figure out how you can achieve your life project. And because I'm very curious, don't hesitate to put in the comments down below what is your life project. Bye!